Hello and welcome back to another Friday Flies with Flop. I'm Flop and today we'll be tying up a ice dub wing cased pheasant tail nymph and we'll be drinking up some Lift Bridge hop dish. So it's been a while. Hope you guys have been doing good. Had a kid recently, little girl. That's why I've been absent. So I'll drink to that, and tomorrow's my birthday, so drink to that too. Oh, let's see. Oh, forgot something here. Here we go. Okay, let's try that again. Welcome back to another episode of Friday Flies with Flop. I'm Flop, and today we'll be drinking up some Lift Bridge Hop Dish IPA. And we'll be spinning up a pheasant tail nymph with some ice dub for the wing case. Yeah. So here we go. We got a Umpqua X Series XC400BL hook in size 16 in the vise with a black jig bomb, tungsten jig bomb, also from Umpqua, in size 2.5 millimeter. We're also going to be using some nano silk. Oh, that's upside down. Nano silk 30D black. So with the jig bomb, we are going to want to put it on the hook with the cup side forward. And yeah, that way when we push it forward, it sits kind of right on top of the eye and exposes the whole shank. So to start off, we're going to put some wax on our thread to help it grip the shank. And we're just going to dress it back about a third of the way and trim out our tag end. And then we're going to bring our thread forward and we're going to invert to secure our bead in. So we're going to go around the eye, figure eight back around the shank, and then we're going to pull up, figure eight again. We're going to lock those wraps back, flatten our thread out just a little bit by going counterclockwise. Then we're going to do some figure eight wraps again. Okay, now that bead is locked in. So next we're going to tie in some UTC ultra wire and copper. And I like to tie this in on the far side of the shank, so I will rotate that so it's facing up. And then once I get this started, I will bring the thread back to the bend of the hook. Next, we're going to take some pheasant tail. I'll grab about 5 of these barbs, keeping the tips aligned, 5 or 6. And we're going to want to do about a shank, hook gap, tail. So we got 2 wraps. Lift the barbs forward or up and wrap my thread forward to the tie-in point. We go towards me underneath, trying to avoid hitting that hook point and breaking the pheasant tail fibers. And I'm just going to wrap these forward. To right there. 2 over, 2 under, and we can trim these out. Okay, next we're going to grab our ultra wire, and we're going to pull it underneath the hook. We're going to cover up those 2 thread wraps. Just create a little bit of a copper hot spot in the back there behind the pheasant tail fibers before palmering up to counter rib. And then we're going to secure our wire and helicopter it off. To do that, I like to pull the bobbin up tight and give it a wrap. Okay, next step is for the wing case. So we got some purple ice stub today, a little variant in color. You'll see a variation of this on the River Rod Company's YouTube channel shortly. So I got a corner stuck out, cut out the bottom of the bag, and I grabbed some fibers. Just gonna pinch and pull, and then we're gonna kind of align all these. These fibers to make them more usable. Okay, and so once we got a little bit of a ice stub noodle, you can half that over our tying thread, which we're going to bring forward to just behind the bead. Do a secure wrap, and then I'm going to bring this basically down the shank on the side, and then I'm going to grab the other side and do the same. So it's going to almost look like legs coming back. Okay, so once we have that in, I'm going to preen this ice stub up. Use my fingers and pull up and get all the loose fibers out. Do that a couple times. Okay. Next we're going to make a little thorax out of some SLF spiky squirrel dubbing in fox squirrel color. We're going to take a little bit of this, and we're going to loosely create a dubbing noodle. Purposely not making it too tight. We want it to be extra buggy. We'd rather have it longer, thinner, looser dubbing noodle than a denser one here. So with my left hand, I'm going to hold the ice stub, and I'm going to wrap this squirrel. I got a little too much, so I'm going to pull some off. That looks pretty good right there. We're going to kind of preen that squirrel dubbing down. And fold the ice dubbing over top. And we're going to want to split the eye of the hook down the middle like that. And we're going to do a secure wrap. Kind of pull that tight. Okay. With our Loon Arrow scissors, we're going to want to come in and trim off the ends and kind of clean up any of these loose fibers that didn't get trapped. Loose ice dub fibers, I should say. Then we're just gonna grab our whip finish tool, put in 5 or so, pull that tight, cut off our thread, I'll trim a little long. Okay, we're going to grab our UV resin in thin. We're going to cover up that ice dubbing, and when we do that, it kind of starts to take shape. You can see how it starts to shimmer three-dimensionally instead of a flat shimmer like a tinsel. Hit that with our UV cure. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this guy to sparkle. And that is a purple ice dub wing case pheasant tail nymph with the black umpqua jig bomb. Thanks for tuning in.